तमेव तमेव बन्धु.
Master of Ceremony, Mr. Narendra Reddy, President of Senior Citizen Charitable Trust, Mr. Krishna Murthy, Executive Committee members, life members, trustees, past president, past secretaries, senior citizens, ladies and gentlemen. A very good morning to you all. Namaskar, Ram Rams, I've forgotten the word. Sat Sri Akal, Salamu Alaikum, Bula Vinaka. I'm very delighted to be here amongst all of you, to be part of this Diwali celebration. And I want to thank the Senior Citizens Charitable Trust for organizing this 2020 Diwali celebration and for extending the invitation to me. Although this year's Diwali is over, but as you have heard from Panditji, the Diwali can be any day. It doesn't matter. Whether it's a Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, or even on a Wednesday, as we have gathered together. It is great to see the enthusiasm of senior citizens. Nothing brings people together as festivals and celebrations do, no matter which celebration it is. It can be a birthday party, it can be an anniversary, it can be a wedding, it can be Easter celebration, it can be Christmas, it can be Eid, it can be Diwali, and it can be just nothing but a family get-together to celebrate someone's success at work. So this is what celebrations do. It simply brings people together. And by bringing people together, and particularly today, as we see all of you seated here, I would say that celebrations and festivals, they play a pivotal role in nation building, bringing people from every religious, economic, and social background. Festivals and celebrations have become an important part of our lives. There are many reasons why we celebrate. And why do we celebrate our festivals? It helps us to keep connected to our roots, our culture, our values, our origin, and helps us to preserve our culture, our traditions, and of course, our knowledge. It helps people to come together to socialize as we are doing today. It is also a time to forget all the chaos of your life and an opportunity to relax and enjoy. We have seen that during COVID-19, as we are facing a very difficult situation, when you talk to people, initially they would say, yes, I'm unemployed, I don't have enough in the house, or I'm facing some problems. But when it comes to festivals, I don't know how the God gives us strength that we start our preparation despite all this difficulty. And then you see the smile on each one's face. And for a moment, we forget the difficulties we are facing, but we all try and focus on the festival or the celebration which is ahead of us. And I can also share that today in Fiji, we celebrate almost all festivals, not only in public gatherings like this, but also at workplaces. Previously, we used to have one or two celebrations, and of course, Easter and Christmas was a must. But now we celebrate Eid, we celebrate Easter, we celebrate Christmas, we celebrate Diwali. In other words, we look for any reason to celebrate any festival at a workplace, which is extremely important to bring different faith together. After all, Fiji is a multi-faith, multi-religious country. So I would say that we all are blessed. We are all blessed in Fiji that we enjoy religious freedom and tolerance. Our Fijian constitution guarantees every Fijian the right to practice their religion freely without any discrimination. And again, why are we able to celebrate our religion or our tradition or our beliefs so openly is because of our Constitution. Our Constitution, Section 22(2), clearly states every person has the right, either individually or in community with others, in private or in public, to manifest and practice their religion or belief in worship, observance, practice, or teaching. This section could not be any clearer in its protection of the right to practice religion and to talk about and discuss religion in the public sphere. Because of our religious freedom, we are celebrating Diwali in our homes and also in public place. Diwali has become a global festival celebrated all over the world with great significance to the Jains, the Hindus, and the Sikhs. And I would say there are millions and millions of people, in fact billions, are celebrating Diwali every year. The Festival of Lights celebrates the victory of good over evil, light over darkness, and knowledge over ignorance. Lamps are lit on this day not just to decorate homes, but also to communicate a profound truth about life. When the darkness within is dispelled through the light of wisdom, the good in us wins over the evil. Diwali, in essence, is celebrated to kindle the light of wisdom in every heart, the light of life in every home, and brings a smile on every face. Ladies and gentlemen, as we always say, our youths are the future of the country, and therefore providing them with education is a key priority for the government. It is not only the formal education that matters, it is also important to know about our religious and spiritual knowledge. This is where our elders, our senior citizens, play a pivotal role in imparting religious knowledge and values to children at home, and our religious organizations that are contributing immensely to education in Fiji. All religious festivals have a common message. This must be inculcated in our youths. If we do not explain the values and significance to them, then we will not only fail in our responsibilities, but will contribute to the moral decay of our religious teachings. And it saddens me to say that Fiji, we all practice different religion. Every household, we pray in the morning. Sundays, we go to church. Tuesdays, again, the Mandlis, they have their recitals. And then in almost every home, we have certain days where we don't eat meat, and so forth. Despite being a very religious country, Fiji is also facing mammoth challenge. And the challenge that we are facing is related to drugs and crime, particularly drugs. Drugs, something that we didn't hear of, say 30 years ago. If somebody talked about drugs, we knew it was about medicines. That's how we related drugs, as medicines that we had to take. But in this day and age, drugs have actually entered each and every society. It has entered almost every community. It has entered every province, every part of Fiji. And we, together, need to work hard to deal with issues related to drugs. Otherwise, our society will face more problems as we go forward. Now, year 2020 has not been a good one, we all agree. We would like to forget 2020 as a bad dream. However, we cannot, because COVID-19 is real. It's here. It's amongst us. And COVID-19 and its impact globally has created a lot of problem So Fiji is no exception. We have suffered in terms of our economy, loss of employment and income. As government, we were quick to respond by shutting our borders to contain COVID, and we have been extremely successful. Yesterday, we had our cabinet meeting, and we were so delighted to hear from the Minister of Health that once again, Fiji is COVID contained. Very rarely you hear that a country is COVID contained. If you go to the Worldometer, where COVID-19 statistics are placed, you'll be amazed to find the number of countries in the world, they're facing a lot more challenges than you and I in Fiji. Our challenge is more related to our economy, loss of employment, and basically bread and butter issues. But these people in other countries, it's about their life. It's about being there tomorrow or not. That is how significant COVID-19 has been in other countries. So we must all be grateful and thank our health and medical staff, our disciplinary forces, and our citizens for observing social distancing and washing our hands and sanitizing as a measure of safety and protection from COVID-19. The Fijian government is committed to assisting and keeping the citizens safe and healthy. What we need is understanding and support from everyone so that we can minimize the impact of COVID-19 pandemic. I know I've been recently hearing from some sectors of our community who are saying that we should lift curfew. And then I also hear from another group of people who are saying, no, curfew must continue. And I strongly believe that curfew must continue in a time like this. Ladies and gentlemen, today I'm going to urge each one of you, and what I'm requesting you to do is, please make sure that you have uploaded Care Fiji app on your mobile phone. If you have not done so, if you have done that, thank you very much. Care Fiji will not only make contact tracing more efficient and effective, but will instill a sense of confidence in other countries and show the world and tourists that Fiji is the safest nation on earth where we live, work, and where they can actually take a holiday. So for our tourism sector, for each other's safety, it is extremely important that we must download Care Fiji. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, I congratulate the Senior Citizens Charitable Trust for bringing us together to celebrate Diwali. This is a commendable effort, and it is through such gathering that community spirit is kept alive, community spirit is kept high, despite COVID-19. It is very heartening to see people of different communities and faiths coming together in unison. Ladies and gentlemen, with this word, I want to assure you that I'm always available if you invite me. I also want to share just one small component of my work, which is local government. I have been an ardent fan of senior citizens. I personally feel that we need to create spaces for our senior citizens to come together. And I would like to see interesting spaces created within parks for our senior citizens to come together, to relax, to sit together, maybe play a game of cards, or just to have a chat with one another, and they can then leave for home. It's like your time out. I would love to create that, and I'm going to work extremely hard to ensure that we have a space for senior citizens in our parks. So with these words, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. Thank you for listening, and God bless Fiji. Vinaka.
I think that's not